This is Axel Rudakubana, and he just committed one of the most disgusting crimes that I have ever seen in my life, and I'm going to tell you about it right now. Axel Muganwa Rudakubana would be born in Cardiff, Wales, before he would move with his entire family to Banks, which was near Southport, in 2013. But you see, Axel was a very disturbed human. At the age of 13, Axel would actually be expelled from his school, Range High School in Formby, just because he was threatening to harm one of his bullies. He would also bring a hockey stick to school where he would do some horrible things. Despite interventions from various agencies, including the police, social services, and mental health services, his behavior would continue to escalate. And that takes us to what he did. One of the worst crimes I have ever heard in my life. On July 29th, 2024, at the age of 17, Rudakubana would carry out an absolutely disgusting act. You see, there was a dance class that was dedicated to Taylor Swift, so the students there would be dancing to different songs, having a good time, just relaxing. But Rudakubana had other ideas that day. You see, Rudakubana had a history of doing some very dark things. After he had been expelled from the school, there was actually an instance of him trying to get into a taxi to go to the school to take care of some of his old bullies, but he was stopped by one of his family members telling the taxi driver to not take him to the school. This actually infuriated Rudakubana and would lead to a series of disgusting events that I don't even want to get into on here, but let's do it. You see, you remember that Taylor Swift class I told you about? Rudakubana would leave his taxi and go to this dance studio that was carrying out this Taylor Swift class, where he would do some of the worst things I've ever heard in my life. He would stab a young girl 122 times, but she was not the only one. He would also attack several other of the young girls who were there, and in total, he ended up killing 3 of them, and 10 others would be injured. Rudakubana would eventually be arrested, but that's not where this story ends. In January 2025, Rudakubana would plead guilty to multiple charges, including murder and attempted murder, and was sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum of 52 years. But regardless, I appreciate you guys letting me tell you about this true crime case, because